So I would say that the representation of two Puerto Ricans was pretty accurate in this, because one of them was, just a normal person, and the other one was literally insufferable. Yeah.
Wait.
That brings up the question, though. Which one's which?
Oh, probably. I'm probably the Luis Guzman in this one here.
Welcome to Reshoot, amateurs in no suits. Too many movies to explore. Ruthie, Hector, and Ed, laughter till the end. Let's see something never done before.
Intro song.
That means I'm gonna go bald.
I know, but then all the women will be touching your head. It'll be the same thing, yeah, because you're the one that's married. I'm not. I am the Luis Guzman one.
But that means
Always
that
failing.
you're gonna go up to a random lady that you had like a date with and then ask her to marry you, and then she says yes.
I mean, if it's Rosario Dawson, hell yeah.
True. Oops, no L's.
Oops, no L's. No. But he had a bunch of L's going out, which reminded me of myself.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, welcome to Reshoot, an amateur's guide to gooder film, where we take movies we like, we dislike, or maybe somewhere in between, and we make them objectively better.
Oh, I almost forgot our names.
Yes.
I'm Hector.
I'm Ruthie.
I'm Puerto Rican.
I'm Ed. I am also Puerto Rican.
I am not Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Yeah, this movie, maybe it's just because
I think this movie is a mess, and it's going to make this episode a mess.
Yeah, this movie is weird because, so I'm relevant. I'm in grad school. I'm taking an elective class on race and trauma. So I'm a little more, sensitive to this kind of stuff right now, especially since I just had the class today as of recording this.
Did this movie give you racial trauma?
No, actually, it was so milquetoast. Actually, I was kind of surprised. I was expecting, bad stereotype, but we didn't really get many of that.
Yeah,
I almost felt like it was written by people who weren't Puerto Rican at all, and it kind of shows.
It really does, yeah.
We're doing Puerto Ricans in Paris today. It's about two cops who work for the who do counterfeit theft prevention.
Yeah, they specialize in counterfeit designer things.
So they go to Paris, and they're hired by a fashion company to go to Paris. No one's seen this movie. I feel like this is one of those times where
Yeah.
They go to Paris.
And they're trying to investigate who stole one of two designer bags.
Spoiler alert, it was the manager.
It was the corporation all along. Le gasp.
Yeah. Two designer bags that are not set to release until later that year.
Yeah.
So
no, it's 10 days from when they get to Paris.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, the characters were, in my opinion, actually pretty okay as Puerto Ricans, because I've met those two kinds, but people are people.
Yeah.
So, apart from that, yeah, not.
I mean, Ed, according to you, we are those two kinds, so.
Yeah. I'm the insufferable one.
Actually, no. We all know who the insufferable one is.
Yes, it's that person.
Yes.
Instantly knew. It's not like we paused to confirm who.
Mm-hmm. I name dropped. The weird thing about this movie, and I did ask Hector and I did ask Ed, so I'm not the only one who feels this, but it feels like you're watching a early 2000s stuff. The way that they're doing their humor, it's very not raunchy, but a little it's not like the 2010s kind of comedies. It's like it's an aughts comedy.
Yeah, it feels like it's not, because it feels like a 2000s kind of comedy stuff.
It feels like it came out in 2005 and not 2015.
Yeah, but it doesn't do the 2005 kind of comedy because it is more toned down.
It's
for the more I don't know what term, but more what's good term that isn't woke.
It's more sensitive.
Yeah.
Not
but I don't even think it's
like,
that. I get what you're saying.
It's
more aware.
More aware of how some jokes back in early 2000s were pretty offensive, and it is toned down here because there's not like that F word or like other stuff, but
Honestly, if it was early 2000s, it was written by Puerto Ricans, we probably would have gotten a few slurs.
Yeah.
honestly, yeah, and like the amount of cursing the Puerto Rican do is low from what I've experienced for Puerto Ricans.
Did they speak I don't think they even spoke Spanish.
Not very much. It was
Yeah,
it was a very light Spanglish with just like a couple words sprinkled in.
And
Yeah,
like,
it was mostly like, "Ay, mommy."
and also,
Yeah, and
before people come
vámonos.
at
Yeah.
us, like, they're New York Puerto Ricans. They're still, like, it might be different. I don't know. But even then, like, I assume...
Anyone.
Ed and I know have met some New York Ricans. They're not... It's
But my mom is a New York.
yeah, your mom is
New
New
York, Puerto
right,
Rican.
she is.
And yeah, they she says they cursed a lot, but that was again like 50s, 60s.
They're
I
around
guess
the same age,
60s.
though. Luis and your mom seem to be similar ages. So
How old is Luis?
I'm not going to look that up because
Well,
if your mom ever listens to this and she ends up being older or
right
not that far,
now he's like 62. I was doing research because it's weird.
No, he's 67.
67. Yeah, no, it's weird because like he's 67 and Rosario Dawson's like just about to hit 50, and I thought the age gap was kind of weird.
Yeah, so he is much older than my mom.
okay, safe. But like, point being though, this is good radio for listeners. Yeah, we're talking about Ed's mom. Great radio, everyone. But
Yeah.
no, it is kind of like weird though because he's also like a playboy and he's so.
Well, he's old and he's so uncharismatic. The script doesn't do him any favors because it comes off like an AI generated buddy cop movie.
Maybe it is early ChatGPT work.
My thought was like I think I've read some like it feels like ChatGPT before ChatGPT.
Because when he's flirting with the French women at the bar and the hotel and wherever he's at, it's so uncomfortable. And not because he's like being a playboy, it's because it's painful to watch.
It's just not good.
It's like me when I go out.
I'm glad I've never gone to clubs with you. I feel like I would have to put you down like a dog.
It's gotten better. Don't worry.
Ed, going from like Geneva Convention bad to like just being, just to like being exiled bad isn't much better.
It's progress though. Any progress I'll take. Yeah.
Oh man. Who wants to talk about this movie first?
This is Ed's movie. This was his pick.
Right,
so
it was.
technically he should be Cesar.
He is Cesar. I am my mind is not with me today.
This
was my pick for you, but yeah.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Oh, I'm the Cesar. Oh. Hector, would you prefer going first just so you're done with it and then you can just listen to us?
Sure, I'll be that yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Puerto Ricans in Paris. The likes. It made me, a Puerto Rican, want to go to Paris. That was on my Letterboxd review of it.
Okay, yeah, no, you're right because I didn't want to go to Paris before because I've heard that Parisians are rude and the city smells of piss.
I mean, hear about the controversy recently, right?
What happened?
There was a lady of color. I don't know if it was black, but person of color actress.
Mm-hmm.
And there was one security guard who was trying to push her away from getting pictures taken and like really being rude to her.
I'm not surprised.
And here's the thing, though. This wasn't the first time. Some people noticed, like some people in comments were like, "Oh, this has happened before with the same lady over like multiple cons." It seems like she just they don't care because, yeah, I've heard some stories about Parisians just being rude in general, and I'm like, I'm a little like I'm not trying to generalize. I'm sure there's lots of love. I'm sure there's like I'm sure it's just like random people, but like just stories like that just kind of make me want to like.
Yeah, I was fine to go like anywhere but Paris.
Because didn't you say your French teacher told you to avoid Paris?
Yeah. No, when I was in college, my first French professor, she was from a little town just south of Paris, and she was the one who told us the city smells like piss because you have to pay money to use public restrooms, so you just pee wherever.
Don't forget, it smells like piss and cigarettes.
Yes.
Reminds me of college.
Also,
True.
what is that term you're using?
What term?
Parisians?
Yeah,
Parisian?
yeah.
Say it one more time.
Parisian.
Parisian. What
Yeah.
is that?
Someone who lives in Paris.
Like we're Portlanders?
Yeah, like we're Portlanders is Parisian.
New Yorkers, Chicagoans,
New
Chicagoans, I
Yorican.
think. New York Ricans. Yeah, it's Parisian.
Bostonians.
Really? That's a Paris thing?
Parisian, yeah.
Yeah, Parisian.
Like a Parisian cafe.
Never
Or
heard
Parisian
of it in my
cheese.
life.
Wait.
Parmesan.
Yeah, I was a joke. Yeah.
Yeah. Which I think is Italian.
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was like, "Don't go to Paris. It smells like piss, and everybody's really rude. Everybody's rude to everybody."
That's why I was like, maybe some parts, like the countryside of France, would be lovely. Like
Parisians aren't rude?
supposedly.
Yeah, they're rude to everybody.
Well, is this confirmed? Well,
I have heard that from multiple people.
okay.
I'll ask my parents. They went to Paris. Huh. Interesting. Anyways, continue, Hector.
No, you're fine. I'm just thinking where I was at.
Paris looked nice. And
Yeah.
you want to go to Paris?
The idea of the cop being counterfeit police is actually like a really fun and clever idea. And I wish they used that more in the story instead of just an excuse to go places. It felt like... I'm going to my dislikes early. Okay. Other likes. It got Puerto Ricans on screen, which is always nice. You know, we don't have too many.
And aren't both the main actors Puerto Rican?
Yeah. That Luis Guzman and Eddie, I don't know his actual last
Is
name.
it Eddie Garcia?
I think it was Garcia.
Edgar, yeah.
Edgar
I
Garcia.
haven't seen him on anything else. Ed, have you?
He looked familiar. That's all I can say.
Also, the buddy cops being brothers-in-laws in this movie was like actually again another fun idea. Man, I wish they did more with it other than a few jokes here and there. I feel like I could bolt off of that. My dislikes. Here they are in order. Why? I know we do stinkers a lot. Like it's our quote unquote job, but like, God, this felt like just a waste of like Ruthie and I watched this with Amazon, but we had like credits, so like it was fine. We didn't pay anything. I want those credits back. You know. This movie was written by two guys who I did check aren't Puerto Rican. Could be fine. Like, you never know. Maybe they have New Rican friends or whatever, right? But it's just a missed opportunity to not even have a script doctor who's Puerto Rican, who can just kind of, like, touch up a little bit here and there. You know, touch of the dialogue, even.
Lord knows that script needed it.
Mm-hmm.
Yup.
Because I don't mind movies of people walking and talking and just, that's it. Like, what was... Banshees of Inisherin's that, and I fucking love that film. So, like, it can work. You just need to make the dialogue good. Like, we're very animated people. It doesn't feel like it. I feel like I've seen Luis in other stuff. He's great. I feel like he wasn't acting as much here. I don't know. Maybe because they didn't give him enough to do with the script. I don't know, but like it just felt like it was missing something. What do y'all?
No, I see what you're saying. It seemed like he was kind of like half-assing it, not necessarily because he's not a good actor, because he is a good actor.
Mm-hmm.
But like it kind of just seemed like he didn't know what to do with himself, and neither did the director or anybody else.
Ed, you got anything?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Honestly, I've been trying to find Edgar Garcia. Any
Yeah, I was
information on
looking.
him? It's impossible.
Yeah,
What? This dude just appeared for the movie and just dipped.
he just went back to his own reality.
It's like an SCP. He just shows up for one movie and just dips.
He was in a TV show, How to Make It in America, which I know
Yes.
I've heard of before, but like I can't find any information on
That
this
was
person.
the only thing I like kind of recognized.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that show.
He was also in a 76 version of Murder on the Orient Express, apparently.
Oh, that's sick, actually.
Yeah.
Wow,
It was
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks familiar, but I guess he just looks Puerto Rican. But I can't find information that he is Puerto Rican.
Yeah, out of all the people I've like, not how do I say this? Like, I'm not trying to decimate the guy or say anything negative. He just looks like a guy I've seen across like San Juan and on or like
Maybe
Humacao.
we-
And honestly,
he looks like a chubby pit bull.
okay, now you're being mean. No, I legit was just like, yeah, this
Come
looks like
on,
someone I've
Dale.
seen. Dale, Dale's Cuban though.
Yeah, but that's
That is
that's
both.
Pitbull.
Yeah, it is Pitbull. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, I missed the Pitbull joke.
And
No, that's
Pitbull's
on me.
Cuban. And then like that's you know that IE thing that he does, whatever.
Mhm.
Pitbull.
It's trademarked.
It's
Okay.
trademarked.
Yeah, did you not see the video that
I did see it. I was listening to it while playing Elden Ring. For the DLC. Everyone.
Yeah, that little scream he does is trademarked.
I didn't know. I forgot that he still was
He will
trademarked
sue
in the
you
video.
if you put it in something without his permission.
That's nuts that you can just trademark a noise like that.
I
That-
still
Alright.
love that he did a remix of 9 to 5
No, with
Dolly Parton.
yeah. Dolly does a lot of that now. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, 2 more dislikes. Their happy ending resolutions didn't feel earned, especially Luis proposing.
Yeah.
Like, okay, let's talk about Eddie for a second here, right? Like, she, he wants to get some puss. He wants to smash some puss.
His
My name-
wife.
Eddie or Luis?
No, Eddie.
Okay.
He wants to smash his wife's puss, right?
Mm-hmm.
God, I hope my mom never listens to this episode. And then, like, all of a sudden, he gets her the earrings, and she's like, I'm going to do everything. Like, it sucks. Like, that's not realistic. Because when I gave Ed the Blade Runner tabletop, he just looked at me, and he's like, I'll do a little bit of effort. You still have to do most of it. And I'm like, fucking hell, dude. I can't win.
I am reading it though.
But you didn't give me anything after that. You didn't, like, I still had to do 75% of the thrust. Like, come on, man.
Mm.
I was in the closet with the Superman costume.
Ruthie, Rick and Morty's out. Smiling Friends is in. Get with the time.
America's a fucking fentanyl crisis.
I forgot the fucking fentanyl crisis. I'm just gonna say it.
Mm.
The cinematography, I fucking can't.
The worst part is I can't take it out because it's gonna sound weird when you get the giggles.
The cinematography was just kind of them holding a camera. There was nothing. It just was. There was no real movement. I think it was just a bunch of cuts. I don't know. This movie genuinely felt like that Adam Sandler school of like, let's just make a movie so we can go on vacation. Which, like, I respect.
Frank Sinatra did it first, though.
Yeah, but I don't like Frank Sinatra's acting. So I as someone who's seen the original Ocean's 11, I'm allowed to say
Yeah, and
this.
at least Adam Sandler has shown that he can be a really good actor if he's really trying.
Oh yeah,
I don't know. There's something about the way Frank Sinatra is like, I don't care. I'm just here for the vacation and the money, where I kind of just respect it, you know?
yeah, but yeah,
Yeah, whatever.
I don't know. It's
Again,
dumb.
maybe it's just like the
It's antithetical to what I like in movies, but I don't know. It just sparks joy.
I respect it. It's just like, I think for me, it's like that Puerto Rican work. Like my dad, my whole family has this like big work ethic. I think it's like a Puerto Rican thing. I'm sure it is, but like you work hard, right? Play hard, work hard. It just feels like Frank was just like playing hard, not working hard, and then you pay him like, what was it, like a dime back then to see a movie in theaters? I don't know. And it's ass. I know it's mostly so women can, like, I'm not gonna make the joke, but
What?
it just feels like for Frank Sinatra it was lazy. And then like, I mean, I was about to say who goes to see the movie, but probably just women who fangirl over Frank Sinatra.
Yeah, at least
No, Dean
Adam
Martin.
Sandler like gives it some effort, at least to be silly about it.
Mm-hmm. Like, I haven't seen them. I'm sure
He
they're
puts
not.
an effort to make it bad.
The
Like, that's
only
thing.
vacation Adam Sandler movie I've seen, the only Adam Sandler movie I've seen is
50 First Dates.
And
It's
that one actually had a good love story.
No,
so like,
you've seen Uncut Gems, have you not?
I have not.
He still hasn't seen
I
it.
have so much anxiety, Ed. That movie will kill
Oh,
me.
that's right. Yes.
So here's my fixes. That's such a long episode. Gloria, my fix. Gloria, Eddie's wife, joins the trip.
Yes.
Because, like, it doesn't make sense. Like, just ask for another plane ticket and let her... and a second hotel room and let her just come along.
What about their kids?
Their oldest was a teenager. She can watch them for a week.
Also, you can't just write in, oh, hey, mom and dad, can you watch our kids?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
There's so many ways. It's the easiest solution.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Puerto Rican parents are going to be like, oh, of course we'll watch our grandkids.
Oh, yeah. I used to go with abuela and abuela's house all decently frequently.
Dude, trips to grandma's house, they're the shit.
They're the shit.
My grandparents on my dad's side used to pick me up from school for like 4 years straight.
Oh, that's nice.
Puerto Rico, yeah.
All right. So, she and Louise banter a lot because they're siblings.
Oh, the bickering.
Yeah, but like, and then especially she starts joining them in the investigation because she's like, I don't like being alone. Like, I'll just tackle it along with you guys. So like, maybe at first she trusts Colette, who is in the movie. She's the one who needs help with the fashion stuff. It's her bag.
Yeah, it's her bag that's stolen, and yeah.
And Eddie and everyone starts thinking her and Eddie are having a thing. So she's at first trusts Colette, but she does start to wonder after if Eddie does have a crush on her. And like, also since she's upset, Gloria's upset. Eddie is spending a lot of time and money during the investigation to show Gloria the sights.
Mm-hmm.
And like, sometimes it'll be Colette, it's fine, but like, she's still upset. And then he gets close to forgiveness by buying her those sweets, the macaroons. But just as he gets close to, like, he can just tell she's like super close to being like forgiving him. But in that one scene where they're walking through the supermodel thing and he stares at the topless lady and gets himself hit by the door, she sees that happens.
Oh, I was thinking you were gonna go with, he mentions that Colette recommended the place and then Gloria's.
No, I don't want to do the stupid thing.
Fair.
But what happens at first? But what happens is, you know, the topless scene, he sees the topless supermodel, he hits his head on the thing. She gets pissed at him and she nearly ruins her character and all their characters and nearly ruins that part of the investigation. And then Luis is like complaining to her about like, and bitching about Eddie. And then he's like, I think she's crushing on him. And he's like, what do you mean? And since he's a detective in a sense, he's just like, no, well, look, it's all this. Come on, it's all this shit. And then she's like doubting it. No, she's doubting him. Gloria and the madam friend of
the model who bought a winery and it turns out she's a pimp.
Yeah, they're the ones drinking like crazy, and then they start vomiting, and then she's the one who tells Gloria about Colette possibly being the thief because it's like a women help women kind of thing. I try to write women well, but I'm a man, so I apologize if I'm being
no, that makes total sense.
Okay, phew. Also, Luis at the party is hitting on more women as a last shot. And then Eddie stumbles upon the ex-husband, who was actually friends with the ex-husband of Colette, who's actually friends with the manager. And he's talking to another friend who's like, yeah, the manager just got a huge fish tank now, which is so weird since they're little guppies. I just put the guppies because I want to hear someone in a French accent say guppies. It sounds funny in my head.
That does sound hilarious.
But yeah, so now it's less weird that Eddie knew that where it was located because he wasn't there for that initial bit of like, it's always with the snake because he wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I had a little joke for Pride Month. So you know how all Daniels or Danielles fall for Luis?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of the same thing for Luis, where every Daniel or Danielle who's crushing on him, he also crushes on. Because he mentioned he smashed so many of them. So, like, Daniel's just so Luis is crushing on Daniel and trying to deny it. So, like, every time where he seemed to be getting annoyed at Luis getting annoyed at Daniel, you think, oh, it's just he's being a little, like, homophobic. Right? No, he's just, like, trying to avoid Daniel. Like, as soon as Daniel takes his shirt off at that party, he leaves, and you're like, oh, he's being homophobic. No, he just...
So Luis is a bi icon.
Let me finish. So, at the stakeout for the ex-husband, Daniel tries to talk to Luis, and Luis just brushes him off, but Daniel's having fun with it. Daniel knows. Daniel knows exactly what's up. This isn't his first rodeo. So the joke ends with a walk of shame for Daniel from the hotel room that that Luis is having by himself, and then Gloria sees it, and then Colette walks out too. Wait, what did I write this part down?
Oh,
and then
it's
she's
at the same time where Colette's walking out and Daniel's walking out.
yes,
Okay.
and then she's like, Lord, that better be his room. That better not be my husband's room. And then she asks Eddie, and then there's this whole joke of her going to see her brother Luis, and she's just like, "Oh, I thought the last Daniel was just an experiment or an accident." He just throws a pillow at her. I don't know. Also, my little last thing in the credits, that one Kanye West song about Paris that I can't say out loud because it's
Ninjas in Paris.
Yes, have Daddy Yankee cover and remix and change the lines or the lyrics too about Puerto Ricans in Paris.
DY?
DY, yeah, Daddy Yankee. Well, I said Daddy Yankee for people who don't.
I know. I just said DY like
DY?
he says it.
And that's it.
I like it.
Yeah.
It was okay. Again, I didn't have a lot to work with. Rebel Moon gave me more to work with, which is not.
Well, yeah, because you can hate watch Rebel Moon and you can be like, what the hell even is this?
I couldn't even hate this. It was just kind of like.
It's the worst kind of bad movie.
Yeah, milquetoast.
Which is just boring.
Yeah,
And
I don't know.
There's not enough to hate watch.
Here's the thing. I can't even hate the movie because, I've been learning more about filmmaking, just lately, podcast, might as well. And I know how much can go wrong in a movie. And I remember some big dude on the internet was like, it's a miracle movies ever turn out good. But I don't know, I want to know what went behind this, because there's something there, and I feel like there was originally something there. I don't know if it was rewrites, but
I wish, or one thing I noticed is in the intro scene, Luis Guzman talks about the handbag, how the stitching is wrong, right? And it reminded me of Legally Blonde.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I wish there was more
I
of that
more
in
of
there.
that.
Yeah, I wanted more of Luis Guzman, this failed womanizer, macho guy, just talking about thread count and shit like that,
and purses and just knowing
his
shit. That's a good joke.
Rolexes.
That's a good joke, but they stopped doing it after the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would have been nice, in my opinion, that he's actually very knowledgeable about designer stuff and all that stuff, and maybe even fangirling over
seeing the real deal. Man, I've seen so many fakes of this. I forgot what it really looks like.
That's a really good fix. That's a really good fix, and it adds a lot to his character.
Yeah.
He has the key right there to be.
Should I just start then?
Yeah, do it. But no, I just feel like I'm adding to your thing. That feels like such a good joke. Here he is. He's flirting with women the macho way that just doesn't work, womanizing way. And he has the golden ticket right with his knowledge and his fangirlness or fanboyness, but
yeah,
it doesn't. He just doesn't. It doesn't click with him. I don't know. It'd be funny.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll kill it by explaining the joke.
Should I just do my turn then?
Just do your turn. I thought you were starting your turn.
Do it. Do it now.
More. Yeah. So my likes again. Normal Puerto Rican, insufferable Puerto Rican. Okay. I liked Colette as a character. Honestly.
Yeah, she was actually well rounded.
She was fine.
No, she felt like a human being, and everybody else felt like not a caricature, but incomplete,
or an exaggeration of a specific stereotype.
Yeah.
What stereotype?
Well, so there's the womanizer, there's the dad and dead.
Okay, yeah. I thought you meant about
the evil corporation.
I thought you meant about Puerto Ricans, and I'm
no, just in general,
anybody,
everybody, even Daniel, the French boy, he was pretty, in my opinion, exaggerated stereotype of a gay.
A gay Parisian, you mean?
Yeah, but You might have to cut out the word. I don't know if it's offensive, but he's basically a twink.
No, that's not
No,
offensive.
that's fine. But you said a gay, and I'm like, weird. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say a gay twink, which is
Yeah, that's fine.
kind of what he looks like to me, at least, and it seems
He's
exaggerated.
got
There's twinks. There's twinks.
Yeah, I
there's
know.
twunks, and there's a lot of shit.
there's twinks, twunks, and bears.
Yeah,
Hunks.
Hunks.
yeah. But that I felt Daniel was very offensively portrayed, in my opinion. Even though he was kind of funny.
If anyone wants to know the difference between twinks and twunks, there's a really good episode on It's Always Sunny where they talk about this. Actually,
Of course, you
multiple.
recommend it.
Of course, it's
No.
it's a sunny episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
What else did I like in this movie? Oh, I like the little the threading on this bag is wrong, and then never brought it back up again.
No.
Dislikes, a lot of the jokes just don't land, and it's kind of cringy.
It's because it was written by ChatGPT.
And not even like the jokes aren't even too cringy. They're just not good.
Yeah.
Like I can stand some cringe. I love me some Nathan for You, but like
I hate cringe.
I
No,
Also, go ahead.
the thing about the jokes isn't like it's a bad joke in that it's cringy. It's like it doesn't know what a punchline is. Like,
no,
Oh
it
my
knows
god,
what- I'll take it further. It
that's
knows
pretty
what a
good.
That's good. It knows what the punchline is. It doesn't know how to set it up well.
well, no, like Luis will say
No,
something.
none of them had punchlines.
Well, no, yeah, Luis would say something, and then he tries to say the punchline, but like it's not a punch or it's not a line, and there was like the pause for laugh, and then they'll just continue on. You're like, why am I smelling toast? What's going on? What was that funny?
Burnt toast. Oh my gosh, yeah, it just doesn't land. Like there were like a couple things where I just went, kind of stuff, like Eddie seeing the topless model and then hitting the glass. I thought that was kind of funny, at least. I don't know.
I've hit myself on those kind of doors. I always feel empathy pain.
Empathy pain.
Oh yeah, with like some of those door hits, I hit
Yeah.
the glass door once because it was so clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dislikes.
Dislikes.
They were
I'm going
already
into
on-
dislikes.
I
Was
thought you were already on your
dislikes?
dislikes. You've done nothing but shit on this so far.
Oh,
The only good thing I heard is that you liked Colette.
yeah. So continuing on my dislikes, I guess. The entire plot was so kind of like predictable and like formulaic and just so bland, and seen it 1,000 times already. It would have been cool if one of the 4 suspects actually did do it. I don't know.
It was too much of a. I think they're trying to set up a twist. Like, no, it was actually the corporation, but like,
Well, that's why we liked The Third Man so much, was like it didn't have to like rely on twists and turns and like surprising you with something you've never seen before, because like
I mean, I've never seen the murder victim not just being a lot. The
no, but it didn't like, I don't know, it wasn't like Atomic Blonde where it wasn't like, oh no, triple spy.
I will give Atomic Blonde this because it's a spy movie.
It is a spy flick, but the two of those movies, they just like, for some reason, I keep comparing the two.
Well, also the Atomic Blonde ending was different than the comic ending.
Yes.
It added one more twist, which
Yes.
was unnecessary.
Yeah, the Third Man was cool because it like the only twist was the guy was still alive.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. That's all you needed. That's all that was
Yeah.
needed. Everything
It
else was
didn't
set
have
up
to overdo
really
it.
well. Yeah. And while this one was just kind of like it. I mean, Nice Guys follows this formula as well, where they think it's one person, and then there's a twist. It's actually this person doing all this stuff, right? Because they were like hired by the what's her face, the governor or whatever.
Don't spoil it for people who are going to see the movie.
Whatever.
We want people
Spoilers
to
for
see this movie.
yeah, I know.
No spoilers for Nice Guys.
Either way, Nice Guys kind of follows a little bit of the same buddy cop thing with the twist at the end of who's actually the real
But-
criminal kind of thing. But it's
But it's done in a logical way
Yeah.
where they get to a point where they can't continue. They hit a metaphorical wall, and then they get the new lead. With the way that Puerto Ricans in Paris does it, they have like one conversation with each of the suspects, and then Luis declares, "Nope, couldn't be them."
Also, I feel like with Ryan Gosling, it was a literal wall, so like it's even more excuse.
Yeah. And Nice Guys had good comedy also.
That movie had no right being as good as it was. Like, I didn't think Shane Black had it in him to do this kind of thing anymore.
Yeah. And I wish we would have gotten more of those kind of movies.
Yeah, was it
movies?
the Angry Birds movie killed it? Yeah.
Oh, really?
It was the Angry... No, Ryan Gosling talked about it, like, on it during his Oscar run for Ken. It was Angry Birds that killed it.
Huh. That killed what?
Any hope of a Nice Guy sequel.
Damn.
Because they came out at the same time.
Oh.
And what do you think? Are you gonna go see a rated R movie during this time where people didn't want rated R movies, or are you gonna take your whole family to go see Angry Birds? I don't think he was even 2, which was the good one, according to people who've seen both.
I've at least seen the first one, and that didn't.
The second one was a completely different team. It was the same team that would become Sony Animation.
Oh, okay.
Like who'd write like Cloud
Chance
of Meatballs. Yeah.
I have not seen either. I didn't know there was a second one. I haven't either.
I learned. I watched sometimes.
He watches a lot of like YouTube documentaries on these kinds of things.
Just anything really, but I got in like there was something about like angry. It was it's more just like okay, it's gonna be summarized in 30 minutes. Why are you stretching out to an hour?
Anyways,
sorry.
Yeah, bland plot line, bland twist. Yeah. Like I saw it coming a mile away.
I actually didn't because it didn't set it up enough, really.
Yeah.
It was like 3 lines of dialogue to set it
up.
Like
the only thing I had, like, right when the girl like confessed to stealing the second bag, when it was revealed it was the other bag, I'm like, oh, so it's Vincent then, because he bought the company. Like, he bought the name.
I actually thought it was Colette sabotaging her life, but as soon as Eddie and Luis started guessing it, I'm like, okay, it's definitely not her then, so it's probably Vincent.
Yeah, also that I did have that too. It's like maybe it's Colette because again she sold her brand, and then Luis is like, it's definitely Colette, 100% Colette. I'm like, so it's not Colette.
We can rule that one out.
I didn't even care enough to try to guess. Yeah, and I love to guess.
Can confirm. I was there.
Yeah.
I just like to try and guess to see if I'm smart enough to have a correct guess with as least clues as possible.
Are you smarter than a 5th grader? It's are you smarter than the director?
Am I smarter than the script? Yeah, than the director.
Are you smarter than Puerto Ricans in Paris?
I disliked a lot of this movie, so let's just go straight to the fixes. After I can't think of any.
You had a good one. That's
I know. I'm going straight to the fixes. So first of all, Eddie's a horrible husband. Also,
yeah.
in my opinion.
I actively rooted for Gloria to leave him.
Okay, so I would still keep Gloria back, because my fix would be Eddie does get with Claude, whatever her face is. Colette, yes. I would do that.
Why?
And Gloria... What? Why?
Why?
Because it's different.
Okay, that's fair.
Because
it actually adds something to the movie, that's fair.
Yeah, it adds like some things, and then Gloria's like, well, fuck you, I guess. And except I don't want Gloria to end up just like single parent with 4 kids and like something along those lines. So I would have to have her like
she's into it
set up. No, like have her set up to be fine.
Oh, that's nice. I was thinking a cuck.
Situation. No, wait. They did mention that Gloria was gonna like get with that with another dude. I forget who.
What?
There was a throwaway line that Luis said to Edgar that Gloria was gonna get with like the salon guy or something like that.
Oh, I think. Oh, is that she should get with? I think it was that
Yeah,
should get with him. Yeah.
Or
So
should have.
should
Yeah.
have. Yeah,
so they
and
both
then
cheated on each other while they were away.
yeah, they both cheated, and it turns out that the other guy, the salon guy's like loaded with money either way. Just so Gloria's better off in the long run. Um,
Fair.
and then yeah, I would definitely add throughout the movie that Luis is very knowledgeable about designer brands and how they're stitched together and how things are supposed to be, and like it shows a lot of that knowledge and like being able to see fakes and what's real and what's not and all of that. And then like to add to the joke, I want it to happen a couple times where there's like a very attractive woman nearby, but he's not actively going for them. And then he says that, and the woman shows interest in like his knowledge, and he's just like, and then he just like like does the switch of doing the macho flirt, and the girl immediately gets uninterested again. Just like throughout the movie, of like if he just kept talking about like what he knows, it'd be fine, but he doesn't because he's an insufferable Puerto Rican.
Alternative. Another one, just to like, mix it up a little. He starts talking about a woman's bag and she's like getting into it, and then he realizes it's a fake midway through and he starts berating it and she leaves.
That's a great little joke to put in there, yeah, too. He just notices like one stitch is the wrong pattern. He's like, oh, no, this bag is actually a fake. But you can tell from there, you got ripped off. Like, fuck that shit, fuck that bag. You should throw it away already, burn it. I don't know. And then she's like, oh, leaves.
I thought the inverse, where he's like, "Fine, I'll switch up the tactics this time."
No, he doesn't learn.
Oh no! Let me finish. That's funny. Let me finish. He tries to switch up the tactics at the request of like Eddie or even Colette.
Mm-hmm.
But this is like the one lady who would have really gotten into being macho.
She would have been into.
She would have been into the machismo shit.
Mm-hmm.
But he starts being all nice, where he's like, "Ew." He's like, "See what I mean?" And then he just keeps going.
That would be hilarious.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And then I would actually have like one of the four original suspects be the one who actually stole the bag.
Who'd you pick?
I would pick the failed model.
Oh,
honestly, the pimp,
I had a
the
different answer. Why the pimp?
Why the pimp? Because she needed one of her girls to go on a date with some very wealthy guy that was going to pay a lot. So she took the bag and gave it to her to go on that date. And then it went on a little bit longer than anticipated.
And she was just hoping it would be so fast that Colette wouldn't even notice.
Yeah, and then what happened is the ransom note actually comes from the girl that she loaned it to. So it wasn't actually her fault. It was
that's
she loaned it to the wrong person.
Twist.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're doing cheating and shit, then the ex-husband would have made sense thematically. But that's actually a really good twist.
No, the ex-husband is too obvious, honestly. Just like putting it like one chain down the line, where it's the lady that the madame is pimping for, that she sends the ransom letter to try and get out of the pimp situation, because it's like €1 million, which is a lot. And then for the resolution kind of thing, I think first of all, Edgar does get with Colette, and they get their macaroons and whatever. And then Luis talking with the like, shut up.
No, I was just thinking if they get together, they get more like smackaroons. Am I right?
No,
Yeah.
I thought you were giggling about the non-pizza kinky beef.
No. I know who that person. My Steam popped up, and I have someone I know named Non-Pizza Kinky Beef.
Yeah.
I can't remember who they are, though. I know them in my personal life, but I can't remember when.
Dang.
I think it was back in college.
Anyways.
Sorry.
And then for Luis, so Eddie and Colette stay in France. That's their thing now, right? Mm-hmm. And Edgar gets Eddie gets hired by the French police or whatever. And then Luis also stays in Paris because Vincent was actually very impressed with how he could detect and like know so much about designer brands that actually gets hired on by Colette's brand to work in the company with like uh pick I don't know, designing stuff that makes it very much easier to tell what is a fake and what isn't, kind of stuff. Like hiding certain stitching things and stuff like that.
Them leaving the force is the funniest thing.
Yeah. Well, Edgar gets hired by the French police,
That's yeah, fair enough.
and then Luis gets his dream job of working at a design
It's really
thing.
funny.
Yeah, working for Colette's designer thing, and he's still dating, and Eddie's with Colette, so they still remain in very close contact and friends and all that. And then Luis also finally gets one of those French girls and eats her croissant.
Oh god, I forgot that joke. You got me actual psychic damage.
Yes, cars or go.
Huh?
Yes, cars or go.
I wanted to fit that joke somewhere.
Should have
That's
stayed
my
buried.
fix.
Psychic damage. Okay. Ruthie, please make me forget the joke.
Oh yeah, and I wanted to show that Luis gets the girl because of he nerds out on the fashion designer stuff.
Yeah, the epilogue bit is like him talking to this girl. He's got like the little like glasses, and he's like leaned in. He's like, "Yeah, you see this stitching? Yeah, this is genuine." She just like makes out with him.
Yeah. Yeah, and he even like tells her like, "Oh, this is actually a unique one because of they only made like so many of these, so it's actually a lot more worth than what you bought it for." And yeah, that's my fix.
Yeah.
They stay in Paris basically, which I think I don't know, it's different.
All right. What I liked about this movie. Danielle. Dislikes. I don't know. There's. I just every time he was on screen, I was very happy. And when he wasn't on the screen, like it kind of ranged.
You could tell the actor was really trying.
Yeah, no. Every time
I think he was having a lot of fun.
Yeah, he was having fun.
He was having a lot of fun. I don't know. It just sparked joy, and the rest of the movie was so mid. It's like the only thing that like sticks out in my mind. Anywho, dislikes. Yeah, the fact that Eddie leaves Gloria when he's going to Paris the day after their anniversary,
which he forgot
multiple years in a row, and her birthdays. I am team Gloria should leave him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we both have forgotten anniversaries, though. I don't.
Yeah, but you and I also, are chill, and she was very upset.
Yeah.
Okay, I do want to say something though. Like, they're strapped for cash.
You can still. So Ruth and I have been in some tight.
Yeah, I know. He's still a dumbass for forgetting, right?
Yeah,
but
he's an asshole for forgetting.
But just like my personal opinion, as long as you don't forget the actual day, you don't have to celebrate on the day, right? It's okay to
if you talk
a little bit afterwards, right? Yeah. Obviously, if you talk it beforehand, like obviously do something small on the day.
Just smack a rune on her croissant, dude. That's all you have to do.
Yeah.
But no, like, it's not. It's not this one instance. It's that the movie tells us that this is a recurring thing, and Eddie has not learned, and he doesn't give a shit.
But real quick, like it's okay to not do it on the day, right? As long as you remember the actual day. And okay.
Yeah, like if Hector and I have an anniversary that's in the middle of the week, we'll be like, "Hey, happy anniversary," and then we'll do something cool on the weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Just as long as you don't forget.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
And we've both forgotten we once forgot at the same time. That was kind of funny.
Yeah.
We're like, oh hey, yeah, it was his anniversary. Oh shit.
Let's go get donuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Ruthie, continue.
Yeah, so I'm team Free Gloria. Luis, I already bitched about him. He's not funny, not charismatic. I definitely agree with you both that there was like I don't know. I liked the like he's very passionate about fashion and like he's good at what he does, identifying fakes. Um, Neither of you noticed how like everybody was just all the women and Daniel were obsessed with Eddie for like no reason.
Oh no, I noticed. I just assumed
Neither
he was.
of you mentioned
I
it.
just assumed he was a chill dude. I've know a lot of
So-
people like that. I've met people like that. They're just so chill. Everyone just gravitates to them.
In my experience, also, if you're a man and you have a girlfriend, women pay more attention to you. If you're single, not as much.
It's because you're reeking of desperation. There's a difference. Not you, Ed. Not you, Ed. Jesus Christ. No.
No, but like that from my experience, that happened.
Maybe
No.
that happened.
I get what you mean, Ed. When it rains, it pours. I've heard this rule. At the same time, like, if that's the vibe that they're going for, I thought that they were kind of going for Eddie is nicer than Louise, so women like him more. If you're gonna do that, like, have one other Frenchman be a dick, and then it makes sense where Eddie's just chill. He does not give a fuck. He's not trying to pursue them. Where they're like, okay, yeah, you're like you're one of the girls now.
I also
You're one of the
figured,
girls.
Like, I also figured like he's New York Rican. It's very different personality and culture wise than like.
And I've heard a lot of French men are very aggressive when they're pursuing women, where they're a lot more like Louise.
I wouldn't know a thing about that. I don't really keep up with French.
Who cares of the French? Who
Dating.
cares about the French? As I
Iraqi does.
I
True.
say as I confirmed have
Italians.
French DNA.
You deny yourself your purpose, Ed.
Running away.
It's a very small percentage, but yes. On my dad's side, some people immigrated to Spain from France.
Oh, sick.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, yeah, everybody's obsessed with Eddie for like no, it's I don't know, it's giving participation trophy. You know what I mean? Like he's being like bare minimum human
I
decency.
don't know. I'd hang out with Eddie.
I mean, yeah, but like everybody wants to. It seems like all those women wanted to like sleep with him.
I mean, I'd sleep with him.
Okay, but you're you. Happy Pride.
Yeah, Pride Month.
I give him a little sloppy toppy. Like that one always breaks Ruthie every time.
I don't know. There's just something
Would you-
about the pair of words.
Would
Sparks joy.
would you dock with him?
I mean, if we wear socks, then yeah, it's fine.
I would jump hump for you and Eddie.
Wait, what?
Thank you.
Wait, hey, Hector, you know what docking is, right?
Yeah, I know what
Okay.
docking is.
Would you dock with him?
I mean, yeah, but we have to both wear socks.
Let me see. Is there anything else? We've kind of just talked about it. The script is bad. Not a lot of Puerto Rican-ness. Anywho, on that note, let's go to my fixes. The movie's gonna start out in New York, same thing, where they're like doing a sting to get the Louis Vuitton bags. Except at the very end of that like sequence, they find Luis and Eddie find out that they weren't just like smuggling counterfeit bags. For some reason, like this was also a racket. They were smuggling animals. Specifically, like the crate that they got away with, they were hold on, I had the name.
The Puerto Rican.
Yeah, because
Puerto Rican parrots.
you know there's only like 300 of them, right?
Yeah, that's what makes it
Exactly.
worse.
Yeah, so they see the parrots, and their boss is like, "Hey, great work, guys! You got the you got the bags. That's what we needed." And both of them are kind of like, "No, like that's like we can't just let that slide. You know, we might be from New York, but we're Puerto Ricans. Like, come on, we gotta fix that." And then she's like, "This isn't your jurisdiction. Apparently, they went to Paris. We let Interpol, we'd let them know about it, whatever, you know, it's not your thing. You don't do animals, you do purses." And they like kind of set it, they're like not cool with it, and they just decide to go for it. So it's less about purses. Maybe they can find a tie. I didn't write down my notes, so it's a little scrambly. Sorry.
I mean, maybe they sell both, so they use the fake they use their insights for the fake
What I'm
counterfeit
thinking,
purses to
yeah.
get into
the space.
the
Yeah,
space.
because it was owned by the same people. Yeah.
And
Have Colette be
they're smuggling Puerto Rican parrots, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
They're exotic.
Have yeah.
Yeah.
People that buy designer clothes might also be into buying exotic illegal animals.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, like maybe Colette, she kind of like stumbled in on it, and she's like, "Hey, this is fucked up. I'll sponsor you. Come to Paris, see if you can solve it." I don't know.
Can I give you an alternate idea?
What?
She's one of the higher ups.
Mhm.
Luis seduces her because it's been so long she missed a divorce, and she's just so desperate for just to sleep with anyone. She's like, I need to make a mistake. She sees Luis, and she's just like perfect.
I need to make a mistake.
It's a real feel. Not with like I don't know about the sex wise, but there's times where I'm so angry at life. I'm like, I just want to make a mistake right now.
You know, Colette did mention that she was really easy in that point in her life.
See, I was thinking. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just thinking like, and then
I need to make a mistake
Luis
though.
sleeps-
That's funny.
That's hilarious.
And then, yeah, she's like, I need to make a mistake. She's Luis. Perfect. And then, like, from there on, she just keeps helping them out a little bit.
Well, yeah, I think, like,
Steak. Oh my god, that's so good.
it's really good.
You guys don't do that where you're like, I'm so angry, I'm just going to make a mistake. Like,
No.
sometimes I'm like, it's self-sabotage. You know? Like, I'm like, oh, I should...
That is not how I self-sabotage.
I don't self-sabotage like that either.
You know how I self-sabotage?
Alcohol.
No, not anymore. Okay? No. I lay in bed and watch YouTube videos for way too long.
That's self-sabotage? And shit, dude, I'm right there with you.
Well,
That's not self-sabotage, that's ADHD.
I go on, like, every, like, few months, I go on, like, a big donkey binge.
Oh, for me, it's terminal montage.
That's a good one,
I need to do laundry and I haven't because I've been laying in bed watching YouTube videos. That's self-sabotage.
Reflect.
Look at this guy. He does laundry.
We have to
Anyways,
climb them out. We have to climb the hamper bowl, not letting the clothes spill to get to bed. No.
dude, half of my room is clothes.
Same.
It's not. Don't say that. They're gonna think we're actually like shit. No, we're fine.
Anywho, yeah. Gloria comes with them for one thing, because if Eddie's leaving, Gloria should come too. It's fucking Paris.
But free Gloria. Sorry, I'll stop interrupting.
Does she have like a B plot that almost has nothing to do with it until it just connects?
Yeah, I think she's just gonna go sightseeing, and she keeps like accidentally giving them clues.
Oh, like ideas like, oh, I did this. I went to this place. Oh, it was weird 'cause I saw this. What?
Yeah, and it's so weird, because remember when we went to Puerto Rico last time, there was the cookies? I could have sworn I heard them here. What? And I think how I would handle the whodunit in this case, since it's not a purse, it's the parrots. Let me see. I'm trying to figure it out. The parrots were smuggled by whatever the ring, but they were ordered, like, who did the order? It was the student, Colette's, like, protege. She's using the parrots as inspiration for a new collection that she's trying to use to get out from under Colette's thumb.
They're gonna have to CGI those birds, or you just never show them.
I don't think you have to show all of them. Or
Well, how are you gonna get one on camera? I guess you can do puppetry.
Puppetry. Or
I'm going to way too much detail for a silly little. I'm sorry. I'm just like.
Yeah, that's the
I'm
thing.
like,
Like, how do you get the birds on screen? Because they're not going to let you.
You just
take
get like a
any of them.
parrot and just paint
Well,
it.
yeah, you could get like just a standard green parrot and then fix it in post.
I guess, yeah. It's not.
Or
They're
paint
they're,
them.
they're not super like brightly colored, so it's not too hard.
Mm-hmm. If you don't know what we're talking about, look up Puerto Rican parrots. They're a very lovely bird.
They look pretty. Also, since my fix is very generic, I did come up with a few jokes.
Ooh, let's
Yes.
hear them.
When Eddie and Luis are trying to introduce themselves before, like they get their names out, and then whoever they are introducing themselves to, they respond with, "Oh, hey, are you Cuban? Oh, hey, your name, it's Hispanic. Are you Dominican?" And every time they're like, "No, we're Puerto Rican."
And
I'm
to
like,
to make the
"Oh,
joke even better, like on the last time it happens, they ask if they're Mexican, and that's when they blow up.
yes."
I feel like it's not. Whenever I've blown up because people get it wrong on purpose, they'd say it's always been.
No, the worst one is Jamaican, because that makes no sense.
Oh, that one makes no. Oh, someone thought that of me once.
Mhm.
They thought I was. They
This
confused.
joke was inspired off of real life.
Yeah, someone. I told her some stories. She's been there for a few of the stories, but one of them was we hung out with a friend of hers.
No, he's not a friend of mine. He's a friend of a friend.
No, we hung out with a friend of hers. She brought a friend. That's
yes.
what I was trying to say.
Okay.
And like he had never met a Puerto Rican before. It was pretty obvious. So he was like, "Yeah, you're just gonna go smoke." I was like, "I'm gonna go now because it was Halloween. I just want to hang out there anymore." He's like, "I'm gonna go smoke weed now, right?" And I'm like,
But
it took me a while to learn the
it took us like an hour to realize he was making a joke about being Jamaican and smoking weed.
Yeah,
Being a Rastafarian. Yeah, honestly, like I don't like the comparison or like people getting me wrong for being a Mexican because there's a lot of Mexicans here, and the number two thing is like, oh, so you like spicy food? And I'm like, that is
No,
not
he
Puerto
does
Rican
not.
cuisine.
he does not though either. You don't like spicy food.
Me, I
Yeah,
love
it's
spicy
spice.
food.
It's Puerto Rican food is spicy in that there are many spices and it's a very
Yeah,
complex
but
flavor.
it's not
that
hot.
it's hot.
Yeah,
Except for the hot sauce that Hector got from the mountains when he was in Ponce like 10 years ago.
It wasn't Ponce. So my cousin lives out in the boonies in Puerto Rico, right? Like in a very big like not rainforest, but like a pretty tropical, like the whole land's tropical. God damn it, it's a pretty green area. Like it's basically like almost a homestead, right?
Yeah.
And
Rural.
huh?
Rural.
Very rural. It feels like a homestead, right?
Uh-huh.
So one time she brought in this hot sauce. It's like, yeah, some old man up in like
peddler from the mountains.
Yeah, peddler from the mountains, like 5 miles away, just was selling them. So I bought some.
oh my gosh.
To this day, I had just a toothpick. I used to eat just back when I was like at the peak of like loving spicy food. It nearly knocked me on my ass. It literally knocked I told my grandpa, don't eat it. He's like, oh, because he saw me do it. He's like, I'll do it. I'm like, no, don't. Wrong thing to say to a very stubborn old man. But like, he ate it and we nearly had to take him to the hospital. I've never seen the man so red.
It's better say no, don't, and it was your grandpa, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you should have just said your funeral.
If I'd said that, he would have chugged the thing. You kidding me? He does not like to be proven wrong. And like, here's the thing. I have seen that man in many medical emergency situations. I'd never seen him so red and out of breath as in that moment. Like it was strong. Like, have you ever had if anyone here's had the last dab from Hot Ones, I've had it.
Have you had the bomb?
It was huh?
Have you had the bomb?
The bomb's not spicy. I'm talking about spice level.
Mm.
It was spicier.
Yeah.
Than either of those.
Okay.
Some dude just made it and like he aged it like a fine wine. And then I'm like, where can I get some? It's like, oh, I think he's dead. So
Rip.
Too long of a story.
Peddler
Anyway.
from the mountains. Anywho, yeah. The second joke I had was they're in like a restaurant or they're in like some kind of situation and a guy from Spain walks in and he's talking Spanish. He's not speaking French. Nobody can understand what he's saying. And Luis says, "Don't worry, I can speak Spanish. I'll talk to this guy." And he goes to start speaking Spanish to him. And both of them point to each other at the exact same time. And they're like, what the hell is this man saying?
Yeah,
In Spanish.
They think he's speaking Spanish, but he's actually speaking Catalan, which sounds similar, but you cannot understand it.
And
Or
then
Basque.
the Puerto Rican Spanish, half it's slang, so
Oh yeah,
it just ends up as both of them.
yeah, just like what? Like yeah, they just both
What the
look at
fuck?
Luis like, what is he saying? Or both look at Eddie. That is,
Yeah.
it's like what?
And Eddie's like, hold on, I'll translate. But yeah, that's my fixes.
All right, what a bad movie. 2015. That is what shocked me the most. I started watching the movie and I looked at
What happened with 2015?
And I'm like,
because isn't that when Point Break also came out?
yeah,
I think so.
2015.
I think I just have a weird feeling in the back of my head. This feeling was in development. This movie was either in development hell
Mm-hmm.
or like nothing, or like it was held back. You know, like when movies are hold movies on
Yeah, that's why it
for
felt 10
years.
years older.
Yeah, I wonder if it was like close to 10 years when it was filmed.
Oh, dude, 2015 was actually really bad. Even the top 10 movies are kind of ass.
Yeah, that's
It's
what
The
I'm
Force
looking at.
Awakens, Jurassic World, Age of Ultron. I guess Inside Out is fine. Furious 7, Minions. Ugh, Spectre. Oh, God, dude. But Hateful Eight came out that year also, so. There were some good movies. But there were a lot of bad ones. Oh my god. Jupiter Ascending.
It's like the
Jupiter
opposite
Ascending's a
of
good movie.
1992. 92 came out with some real good ones.
93 also, because that was Jaws and Jurassic Park. I'm pretty sure.
Jaws came out
came out in, like, the 70s.
Like
Am I
76.
dumb? Well, Jurassic Park came out in 93. Another really good one. I forget.
What's up, Ed? Are you stupid?
Yeah, I'm really stupid. Oh god, Lazarus
Wait,
Effect.
Fury Road came out in 2015.
Which one?
Fury Road.
Chappie.
Yeah, Fury Road was great.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
that was
But
awesome.
I'm looking at the bad movies though too. It's like,
Ex Machina came out.
oh, It Follows came out. Sicario. There were some really I think the problem with 2015 were there were some really good ones and really bad ones because Jupiter
It was
Ascending
not a
came
good.
out
It was
in
a.
2015.
It was a tale of two movies.
Ex
Yeah.
Machina. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
All right, what movies?
What
Or
media?
what media have we been watching? We each get two.
I don't. What have I been watching? I don't even know.
I'll come back to you, Ruthie.
Oh, I forgot my other god damn it. Okay. the guy at the very beginning of the movie, I recognized him. He's from a show that Hector and I have been enjoying, Animal Control. He plays Patel.
That's a fun show.
It's a really fun show, and I'm recommending it to you right now.
Mm.
It's like a workplace comedy, not like The Office. It's kind of like Community, especially because what's his face? Joel
McHale.
Jeff
McHale.
Winger. Jeff Winger from Community is in the show. He's one of the main guys.
They've done a few Community references.
They've done quite a few Community references.
Yeah.
A surprising number. They had Ken Jeong in one of the episodes.
That was the big one.
Hilarious.
That one was the only one where they actually threw like a few.
Mhm.
Like, I'll allow it.
And so he plays like the grumpy former cop, now at Animal Control guy. His partner is this young Labrador boyfriend type who used to be an ex-professional. He's like an ex-professional skateboarder.
A
Snowboarder, thank you. And he tore his ACL, and now he's in Seattle rescuing dogs.
Mm.
Anything else?
No, I think that I've been playing a game called Apico, or it's probably Apico.
Can you spell it?
APICO.
Okay.
It's a bee game where you get to repopulate the bees.
That's adorable.
It is, and it's fun.
Do the bees? Do they have a sprite of the bees, and are they adorable?
They have many sprites of the bees. They are quite pretty. So today I just got the calcified bee, which is this really nice little pretty like rose pink color. I also have the prismatic bee. I got that yesterday, and it's like blue and pink. My favorite is the glitched bee, which you get it when you teleport too much, and then you wind up in a place you shouldn't. And then it's like a little nightmare looking bee.
Oh, it's like Missing No?
It's very silly.
Is it like Missing No from Pokemon?
I don't know.
Similar.
Okay.
It looks like an actual glitch in the game.
No.
Like,
hold on, let me show you a picture of the glitch bee. Oh, also the glitch bee description in the game is binary, and when you spell it out, it just says bees, bees, bees.
Cute.
It doesn't look like Missing No. Missing No is just a messed up sprite.
Yeah. My two are Ruthie and I Saw Furiosa.
Oh,
Holy shit.
I did too.
Good shit.
Holy shit. It's good shit.
Yes.
It's not, don't expect Fury Road. It's a different movie.
Mm-hmm.
And this isn't to be like, oh, it's going to be disappointing. No. Like, the plot structure is different.
It feels like a saga. It feels like the Odyssey.
Yeah, and it's called a Mad Max saga, so.
Yeah, but you think it's like, oh, it's like a little, like...
You're coming to it and you're kind of expecting more of like a like a straightforward, like I say straightforward, but like a narrative like Mad Max, where it's like very like
Simple.
linear narrative, kind of short span, like a few days, whatever. No, this covers like a longer time period, and there's like cuts. There's
Yeah,
like
because
5 acts.
Mad Max was a very, or Fury Road was a very like interesting and different way of storytelling, and very
Mhm.
little dialogue. Because I think Max had 25 lines of dialogue in the entire movie.
I mean, there's also not a lot as much dialogue with a lot of moments in Furiosa. I think he just likes silent protagonists.
Yeah, and just but it is not Mad. It is not Fury Road because it doesn't. The narrative is more traditional. It's not like unique like Mad Max. Not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that's
No, it's
what it
not.
is.
Again,
No, it's a
But it's
beautiful
still a
movie.
very
this
good
movie is
movie. And
yes.
Furiosa does one of the most
Furiosa,
coldest lines I've ever heard in my life.
Oh right, dude, that movie was intense.
Furiosa as a character is what I would have hoped Korra from Rebel Moon, what she should have been.
Yes,
Honestly,
100%.
yeah, that's what she should
Yeah.
have
Jesus
been. But like
Christ.
when Furiosa's talking about like killing uh
The
Hemsworth's
guy.
character, I forget.
S-
Like
s-
the line she gives right before it cuts or whatever, and then just the like from where my mother will fortunately be absent from. Oh, killer,
Mm.
killer line.
My someone said, speaking of Rebel Moon and George Miller,
Uh-huh.
someone said George Miller is what Zack Snyder wants to be, and I can't
100%.
unsee it. There are legit.
Oh my god.
No, they're very similar.
Yeah,
I honestly I want Zack to get to that. I'm not giving shit. I think
because Sucker Punch was like that.
Yes! Yes!
it was the closest thing. I think, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He just needs good people on his team. Like the only reason George Miller movies work, and he's admitted to this many times, is because his wife is a documentary editor, so she knows how to really edit movies to help him out.
I gotta say, I'm a sucker for. He did it a lot in Furiosa, and I know he did it at least once or twice. Or no, he did it more than twice in Fury Road. But when the person is like driving and it like zooms out, I love that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Where it zooms out of like it's a close up of them, then it zooms out.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
zooms out usually through like the windshield,
Yes.
and it like
Yeah.
then you get to see the landscape.
Yeah,
I just love I love how much
Yeah.
George Miller loves doohickeys. And
yeah. I
contraptions.
was definitely going into Furiosa with the wrong mindset that it was going to be similar to Fury Road, and it's not at all. It's
In the best way.
yeah.
He knew you couldn't
Yeah.
touch it, so he did a good job.
Yeah.
My other one is a video game called Control. It's basically like Magnus Archives a little bit, or more like SCP as a video game. If you play this game, you guys, don't just like, you can find item descriptions and stuff, or like you can read files.
Mhm.
Read all of them. Like
Give
half
it the
the
Dark
game.
Souls treatment.
Yeah, but like, well, not item descriptions, but just like stuff you can find around.
Oh, okay.
Trust me, half this game is just the really good level design and world building. It is a very memorable game in that regard. Like, if it's good, the gameplay is really fun too, mind you. Like, it's just like it's a game that you gotta experience. You gotta go for a lot of it and do some of the side quests. You don't do all of them, but do some.
I heard the game was actually bad, but
It is
I might be
not
confusing
bad.
it with a different one that
You
had
might
similar.
be. This game has like a 9 out of 10 on Steam and like an 8.8 on Metacritic or whatever. It's good. You just gotta
Better
get into it the
better
right
than
way.
Starfield. Because I think Metacritic gave Starfield an 83 or something like that. Even though Starfield,
I think that's more because they didn't want to get shit on by a lot
Starfield
of
is one
critics.
of
Don't
the
want to get
worst
shit on by
games ever
Bethesda
made.
fans. Well, I mean, people were getting bad reviewer. People reviewed about it were getting attacked by Bethesda fans until the game released, and then they're like, "Oh, we're sorry."
Yeah.
Yeah, but Starfield is actually horrible.
Yeah, they're just now adding vehicles. Just now,
Just
recent patch.
now.
After all this time.
What have I haven't really been playing anything, honestly. Well, unfortunately, I have been playing a little bit of League again.
I see that, and I'm disgusted.
Yeah.
And did you finish Magnus?
It's so I'm on, what am I on? I'm on like 198 or 197.
Well, last time you texted me, you said you just finished 198.
Yeah, I'm on 199.
You just got 2 left.
You don't understand, Hector. I don't want it to end because
That's fair.
like you just have
Do you
these
want me to
stories.
tell you how it ends?
No, you have
No.
these stories that like I'm just like, why can't this just go on forever? Why can't this go on for 20 seasons like Grey's Anatomy? That's what I want from this.
I swear those actors just want to be done.
I mean, the main actress is not in every episode anymore. She doesn't even work for the hospital, and the character doesn't work for the hospital anymore.
Wait, how do you know this?
Because my mom still watches Grey's Anatomy.
Your mom still watches it?
Yeah, not as religiously as she used to, but yeah.
I mean, I think even the show does that now, where it's like you can skip a bit.
Yeah, and they've also started watching The Bear.
Oh shit! I can't wait to talk to your mom about that.
At least I
love
think
that
so.
show.
I think so. I don't know.
Oh man, Ed, have you seen it?
No, still haven't. I still haven't finished Korra. I forgot that I hadn't finished Korra yet.
Did you finish season 3 at least?
Yeah. Again,
Z-
Zahir's a cool villain. Amon was the best villain. Season 2 is just dog shit.
The second
Over the
half
walls?
of season 2 is good.
No.
The second half is where it picks up. Like,
What?
Well, that's
season-
because
No,
the reason
the entirety of season 2 is dog shit except for
Do you
like
know
the 2
why?
episodes of Juan.
season 2 wasn't going to be made. It was going to be a season 1, and then Nickelodeon's like, "Hey, we're going to make 3 more seasons with or without you." And they're like, we'll come up with something." And then they had to quickly come out with something.
So they weren't going to even make a second season originally?
When they were ordered to make Korra, it was only for 1 season.
Yep.
Oh.
That's why it was so rushed. They only
And
had so much.
halfway through season 3, they actually they didn't like where it was heading, so Nick abruptly told the studio, "We're not going to have it on TV anymore. It's going to be online only."
And they didn't advertise this on TV. They
No, they
advertised
didn't
it
tell
in, like,
anybody.
They put it in like one Facebook post,
Yeah.
and then that's it.
Because they were trying to get the show canceled.
But the fans showed up anyway, so they're like, "Okay, fine, we'll do season 4."
And
Yeah, we'll
air
do
it.
season 4.
And then they
5.
cut the budget halfway through season 4's production.
Yeah. They really wanted to
They
cancel
really
Korra.
Why?
You'll see.
It was a different animation. When Avatar: Last Airbender was made, it was by the executives were different people.
Okay.
Then when Korra was wanting to be made, the Nickelodeon's like, "Hey, Avatar was good. You want to do a Korra show?" But it was a different crew. They didn't really respect animation.
Okay.
So
There's also other things that you have to see season 4 for me to talk about, because it is like a major spoiler.
the last, yeah.
That was a significant
Yeah.
reason why Nickelodeon didn't want the show to continue.
Oh,
I
do
think they had to
you
fight
mean
for it,
do you mean
too.
Korra and what's her face getting together?
Oh, you know about
Yeah,
that?
I know about
Yeah, it's in the last scene.
Yeah,
because
that
they
is
had
the
to fight
first
for
queer,
it.
the first queer, like animated queer relationship in like a animated kids show, and Nickelodeon didn't want it. Keep in mind, Steven Universe came after.
Yeah, because I read that like it does happen at the very last scene, but it's not concrete that they're together. And then the comic,
No, yeah,
in
it's
the
like,
comic
do you want to
books-
go on a vacation with
Yeah.
me?
In the comics, they kiss.
in the comic
Yes.
books, it's like concrete they're together now.
No, they kiss.
Oh, they kiss.
They show the kiss. It's really
Sloppy
adorable.
toppy each other.
That's the fan ones.
Yeah, but I did see Furiosa, and I rewatched Midsummer last night, and it like I had no will to watch it again because it's hard to watch. It was easier this time, but it's still the first 15 minutes of that movie is just I can't. It's too hard to watch. Like Florence Pugh, Toni Collette, and Ari Aster. They know
Was it Ari Aster? I thought it was Ari Aster.
Ari Aster knows how to direct people how to cry and make it sound so real and so heart-wrenching. It's tough.
Yeah,
I don't want to watch the movie a third time. I can't.
that's fair.
Don't worry about it. You don't have to watch it for. I'm not going to make you do Midsommar because I think it's my turn next.
I think it is your turn, and it's
'Cause-
for you.
Yeah,
not
and
for
you get to
anybody
pick
else.
your own movie.
So here's what I'm
Yeah.
gonna do. I have 2 ideas now. I know which one you guys want to do.
Okay.
I'm leaning more
Okay.
towards one, but I'm willing to be a little
Okay.
gracious. So here's the 2
Merciful.
ones I'm thinking of. There's Madam Web. No explanation needed for that one. The other one is a new Netflix movie with mechs called Atlas. That seems to be a lot of Titanfall fans are like, holy shit, this is a little similar.
Hey, you want to know something, Hector?
What?
I saw Atlas.
Do you think it's reshoot worthy?
Yes.
That means we're doing Atlas, baby!
It is so reshoot worthy.
Yeah, no, I can't wait. I'm gonna. I have a few ideas. I think I will go harder on this fix than probably this last one because I love me some mechs.
That he does. Can confirm.
Yeah, I need to watch Gundam. I won't get into Gundam, but I don't know where to start.
Wing or Unicorn.
How much Gundam have you seen?
Wing. Iron
Yeah.
Blooded Orphans, the original, but not the whole of it. The Blazing Hand one, the tournament one.
Oh, you've seen a lot of Gundam then. Okay.
Yep.
I
Wing's the best. I want to watch. I need to finish Iron Blooded Orphans, and I want to watch Unicorn because apparently Gundam Unicorn's really, really, really good.
I heard Witch from Jupiter or whatever is really cute.
Yeah, that one too. The Witch one is also really good.
These sure are words.
The Witch one's the lesbian Gundam show. I've heard it's really good.
Nice.
What?
In Iron Blooded Orphans, there's a guy that has a harem of like 50 wives.
Weird.
Yeah, I know, right?
I don't get. Like, it's like harem shit seems fun at first, but then like everyone's gonna get jealous with that many people. It just doesn't.
Oh, and Iron Blooded Orphans is
Stop! I want to watch it.
brutal. No,
I know.
Don't worry. First 3 episodes, you already know how brutal the episode.
Oh no, I've been told Iron Blooded Orphans was the brutalest, like some of the most
Yeah.
brutal Gundam of all time.
Yeah, it is.
All right. So next time, join us
for
Atlas.
Atlas.
Another Puerto Rican actress.
J-Lo.
J-Lo.
J-Lo,
J-Lo's
yeah.
Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
She's New Yorican.
Yes.
Puerto Rican. She's
Also, if
never
you
lived
want
in Puerto
to
Rico.
see Luis Guzman, look up his Criterion Closet episode. It's very fun. He's very like, I know like a lot of actors are like, yeah, we're really into art as a craft, but like some of his picks surprised me.
Anyways,
Goodbye.
bye everybody. Join us next time for Atlas.
Goodbye. Today's film was Puerto Ricans in Paris, directed by Ian Edelman. The screenplay was written by Ian Edelman and Neil Shah, and the cinematographer was Damien Acevedo. Go show some love on their various social media platforms. They made a movie, which is more than we can say here. Buckle up, folks. Next time, we're crash landing into Atlas. Ba ba ba.
Protocol 3. Protect the pilot.